Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Pun and I'm from Section 9 Group 7 of Microcontrollers and Applications class. Today I'm going to be presenting our mini project, Automatic Water Dispenser. So let's get right into it. First is the agenda, what we're going to be talking about today. I'll give a little bit of the introduction and the background and then move on to our concept. And then from there, I'll let my friend take over and talk to you about our components, the circuit diagram, as well as the code. And from there, after you've seen our circuit diagram and the code that we've uploaded to the Arduino, I will show you the demonstration of our project as well as the uses, and then finish with the credits and the contributions that our project hopes to achieve. So, water is an essential resource for humans, both directly and indirectly. It's in our everyday life used for consumption as well as usage, for example, to shower, or even that is used to grow our crops for the food that we eat. Now, water is a limited resource. We only have so much water. Even if on Earth there's a lot of water, most of them aren't usable by us. And so preserving water and conserving it is an important thing that our project aims to achieve, as well as allowing it to be used as needed. So our concept is to develop a system that water is dispensed only when the user needs it. And we're going to be relying on the ultrasonic sensor for that to detect if an object is near, so that if it meets the set conditions for the distance, then the water is dispensed accordingly using the pump. And we have also added the lights and the sound as a confirmation that water is being dispensed. Now I'm going to pass it on over to Ken to talk to you about our components, circuit diagram, and the code for our project.
Hi, I'm Sirapat or King. So our project uses the following key components. The first one is ultrasonic sensor to detect objects distance. The second one is LED light to show when the system is active. And the third one is buzzer to make a sound when water is dispensing. The fourth one is relay to safely control the water pump. And the last one is water pump to let the water flow. These components are connected to an Arduino microcontroller, which processes sensor input and controls the output. This is our circuit diagram. It shows how each part is connected to the Arduino. So let me explain each connection in the simple way. So let's focus on the ultrasonic sensor. It has two pins, so we use trigger connected to pin 11 on the Arduino and echo connected to pin 10. This sensor sends out sound waves and waits for them to bounce back. The Arduino uses this to measure how far an object is. The second part is water pump and relay module. The water pump uses more power than the Arduino can give directly, so we use a relay module to safely control it. The Arduino sends a signal to the relay, and the relay turns the pump on or off using an external power source. The relay is connected to pin 9 on the Arduino. Buzzer. Our buzzer is low-level trigger. It turns on when the signal is high and off when it is low. It is connected to pin 7. We only turn it on briefly when an object is detected, so it gives a quick beep as sound. The fourth part is LED light. The LED light gives a visual signal to the user. It turns on when water is dispensing and off otherwise. The LED is connected to pin 12. We also use a 220 ohm resistor to protect the LED from burning out. And our power supply, the Arduino is powered using 5 volt. The water pump is powered by a separate power supply connected to the relay. All ground pins are connected together to complete the circuit. All of these components work together. When the sensor detects an object, the Arduino turns on the pump, LED, and buzzer. When the object goes away, it turns everything off again. Now let's talk about the code we wrote for our water dispenser. Our code is written in Arduino C++. I will explain the most important parts step by step. At the first part, pin definitions, we define which pin each component is connected to. Pin 10 and 9 for ultrasonic sensor, pin 7 for water pump, pin 11 for buzzer, and pin 6 for LED. This helps the Arduino know which pin controls which part. And the second part is setup function. In the setup function, we tell the Arduino which pins are inputs like sensor and which are outputs like the pump, buzzer, and LED. We also start the serial monitor so we can see the distance while testing. Next is main loop function. The Arduino keeps checking the distance. If the hand is closer than 10 cm, the system turns on the pump, buzzer, and LED. If the hand is gone, it turns everything off. Next, we created a function called measure distance. This sends a signal from the sensor and listens for it to bounce back. It calculates the distance in centimeters between the sensor and your object. And the other functions are active and deactive functions. These two functions manage the output devices. For the first one is active pump. It turns on the pump, buzzer, and LED. The buzzer only beeps for about 200 milliseconds to avoid the noise. And deactive pump, it turns everything off when the hand is no longer there. In summary, the sensor checks the distance. The Arduino decides if the hand is close enough. If yes, it activates the water pump, light, and sound. If not, it turns everything off. This makes the system automatic, clean, and easy to use.
Now that Ken has told you more about our components, circuit diagram, and the code, let's move on to a demonstration of our water dispenser. I will show you a short video clip that we have recorded of our project. Here we can see the code that is running, and in the serial monitor we can see the distance that is detected by the ultrasonic sensor. Here's the completed water dispenser, and there's the Arduino Uno that we have uploaded the code to, as well as the relay. And here we have the pump at the bottom of our water dispenser, which is connected to the relay, and we have the ultrasonic sensor, buzzer, and LED that will light and sound as the ultrasonic sensor detects an object. Here, an object is shown. The ultrasonic sensor detects the presence and sends a signal to the pump to dispense the water. The buzzer and LED also lights and sounds so that the user knows that water is being dispensed. Here is the pump that is draining the water, as well as the relay, which also has a light to confirm that water is being dispensed. If we remove the object, the ultrasonic sensor no longer detects the presence and stops dispensing water. Now, let's move on to the credits that helped us to help this project come to life. So parts of our system concept align with existing YouTube videos so that we can check our code and as well as develop our own code alongside them while implementing the things that we want to have in our own project. The sources of our project is from a YouTube video by Easytronic in the link provided, as well as the code that helped us build the project is posted by the user in the comment section of that video. Furthermore, we have also used generative AI, ChatGPT, to help us refine the code, check for any mistakes, and also to implement our code.
These are the things we added to the project. We added the LED and buzzer for better feedback. We used the serial monitor to see distance while testing. We also watched some videos for ideas but try to make for our own version. That's all for today. Thanks for watching our presentation, and these are our group members. We hope you like our project. Goodbye.